Welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator 2. If you missed the last episode and you want to go back and check it out, I will put a link up in the upper right hand corner so you can do so. Let's hop into the email. I know we've got these two diagnosed and fixed. I think that's all we've got. I'm not sure. I can't ever seem to build up email in this game like I did in the first PC Building Simulator game, where I'd have, I don't know, 12, 15, 20 emails all piled up waiting on me to do some work. This one just doesn't do it. It will give me 2, maybe 3 at the most. That's okay though, because hopefully these will be quick, because I have a plan on what to do with a PC from Spares and Repairs. We're going to work on this dusty beast. You can see all that dust inside there. This thing's mostly broken. It's got a broken CPU, broken power supply, broken graphics card. It's running, the motherboard is an X299 platform, so it's kind of old and outdated. We're not going to use anything in this case. We're only going to use this case. We're going to build a brand new PC in this use case to sell in the storefront. So hopefully we can make a lot of money off of it. I'd like to build a really nice creator PC. You know, a PC for somebody who is editing video or working in Photoshop or using Blender or something like that. We're going to put in lots of RAM, a nice powerful CPU. Might go with Threadripper. I know that's getting a little old, but hopefully there's new Threadripper coming in. I think X299 might be dead. I don't know if Intel is going to ever bring out any more HEDT chips. So this is kind of a dead platform, but hopefully we'll get some more Threadripper stuff. So I'd like to build a Threadripper PC. We're going to put a nice graphics card in here, lots of RAM, mega power supply. We're probably going to overclock this thing, water cool it, all the good stuff. So I need time to work on that. So hopefully these diagnose and fixes will be quick. Okay, let's take a look at this first one. It says, "Good day, mate. Ava Boyd here from the Crockpot, the 4039th most popular online cooking show in the world. In case you're unfamiliar with the channel, we specialize in cooking unusual and dangerous foods like jellyfish and poisonous mushrooms. And yes, the odd crocodile steak. I rely a lot on my PC to edit and live stream the show, but the bloody thing keeps overheating, and YumCon's starting soon. That's the biggest food blogger event of the year. Do you think you could take a look and fix whatever needs fixing? I'd be heaps grateful. I got a lead on some primo fresh meat to blow 'em away at YumCon, but if my PC's not working, I'm done for. Thanks, mate. Chef Boyd, the Crockpot. Thecrockpot.com, where food bites back. Oh, yeah. Okay, so they've got a parts budget of $200 to diagnose and fix. We have no clue what's wrong with this thing. Could be the motherboard. I think that motherboard's around that price. Could be multiple things. Power supply. Yeah, we'll just have to take a look when this comes in. We'll order parts for same-day delivery for this one. Let's go ahead and accept it. We'll figure it out when it gets here. Let's take a look at the next one. It says, "Can you help with this? I think something's broken. I'm sure someone like you can work out what's wrong. Smelled like burning last night. Now it doesn't boot. Is 1/19/2023 a reasonable deadline? I think so. It's only 1/12 in the game, so I think we're good. I think sick bumper stickers would look cool on a PC. Can you do that? My kid's been using it, and I'm getting some weird pop-ups too. Best Dave." So we need to run a virus scan. Obviously, we need to put stickers on there, and we need to figure out what Dave burned up. Not sure why Dave's burning up the PC. Maybe it's dusty? I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Again, when this comes in, parts budget of $250, so it can't be anything too major that's broken. Take a look at Dave's stats real fast. Z390, 8700. Probably not the graphics card. Could be the motherboard, could be the RAM. Who knows? Who knows? We'll figure it out when it comes in. All right, so obviously we're going to have to order these parts same day, but I want to go ahead and get the parts in for the Spares and Repairs creator build. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up the regular shop. I'm going to open up the custom water cooling shop because I'm going to custom water cool some of this, at least the CPU. I don't think I have a water block unlocked yet. It's in the game. I just don't think I'm a high enough level yet to have a water block unlocked for the graphics card that I'm going to be using. Oh well. Oh well. I'm going to step away. I'm going to get the parts for the Spares and Repairs build put in the shopping cart. And as soon as I have it, I'll come back and I'm going to show you what we're going to be building to put up for sale on the storefront. All right. For the Spares and Repairs build, this is mostly a build. The only thing we're keeping is the case. We're going to go with the MSI Creator TRX 40 motherboard, an AMD Ryzen Threadripper 3960X, 8 sticks of G-Skill Trident Z Royal in silver, 32 gig, 3200 megahertz. Hopefully we're going to overclock those, maybe like 3600 megahertz. We're going to go with a RTX 4090. 1600 watt power supply, because if we start overclocking the 4090 and stuff like that, a 1200 would do it, but you start pushing up into those upper levels and you could get a crash. So we're going to go with the biggest we can get, the 1600 watt T-Tube from EVGA. We're going to put a 4 terabyte PNY NVMe drive, and we're going to add a single 140mm RGB fan to the back of the case. For the custom water cooling parts, we're going to put in 2 of these EK SE360 RGB radiators. We're going to put in an EK 140 Revo D5 RGB, and we're going to use a Ragentech CPU block. I think it looks really nice. It'll look good in the build. And last but not least, we're putting in custom cables. I've already laid them out. You can see what they look like over here. We're going to go with a gray and white alternating pattern on pretty much everything. And then the SATA power and SATA data are just gray. I've named them gray and white. We're going to go ahead and add those to the basket. Okay, we're going to name them just gray-white. Evidently, I have some already named gray and white. I couldn't find them. Don't know where they are, but I can't use that name. So let's see if we can use this one. Add to basket. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we're going to buy these gray-white cables for next day delivery. Very nice. We're going to buy all this water cooling stuff for next day delivery. Very nice. And finally, all this PC stuff. Almost $7,000 worth for next day delivery. Very nice. Okay, so these 2 things are on their way in. We'll figure out what's wrong with them when they get here and order parts for those. Let me go in the day so we can get all this. Oh, let me turn off the lights. We can get all this stuff in. I'm excited to get to work on this PC from Spares and Repairs, or, well, the case that we're using anyway. Everything else is just getting pulled out. The case will be dusted, and we're going to build a brand new PC in that case. All right, it's a new day. Lights on, diagnose and fix all that stuff. Let's go ahead and collect all of this. Collect all of this. Okay, let's see. This is, I don't think it matters. They're both just diagnose and fix. They're both just diagnose and fix. Slap this up here. Let me take this side panel off. Oh, it's dusty. It's dusty. Let's go to tools. Oh, not thermal paste. What am I doing? Let's go to tools, compressed air. And let's dirty up the office with all the dust and skin cells and pet hair and everything else that's going to come flying out of this as we dust it. I zoom in, like, stuff's blocking. There we go. There we go. It's all clean now. All clean now. Let's see if this thing powers on. What's up with that sticker RAM? It's doing some. Oh, and the CPU cooler's broken. That sounds terrible. Terrible. Should we look at the thermal app? Yeah, that's hot. Well, that also looks like it's unplugged. Isn't that the plug right there? And that sticker RAM is roasting. Yeah, that's weird. It is plugged in, but in the thermal app it doesn't look it. It doesn't look it. So yeah, we're blue screening over there. Let's power that down. We're not gonna let that thing keep running. Let's pull out this stick of RAM. What is happening? Remove. I was gonna say, can I not pull out this stick of RAM? Let's get that out. Let's get this CPU cooler out. That thing's broken. Is there no thermal? There was no thermal paste on the CPU. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Let's take a look. Yeah, this thing's faulty. It's faulty. I don't know if I have another one. Is that the same thing? Esports white. It's used. They didn't say I couldn't use used parts, did they? They didn't say I couldn't use used parts. You know what? I want to make sure. I want to make sure that, you know, this thing works. So even if we end up buying a new one, I'm gonna pop a used one on here and cable it up. And then let's take a look at their memory. So yeah, that thing is faulty as well. We can boot it with 1 stick of RAM though and see if anything else is broken. It looks like we're gonna boot. There we go. It's still saying diagnose and fix. That may just be because we're missing 1 stick of RAM. Graphics card fans are spinning. The other fans are spinning. I'm not hearing any noise. So I think we just should order this other stick of RAM. This might be the one also that needed... Let's see. Nope, this one was just diagnose and fix. The other one needed a virus scan and stuff. So it's probably just because we're missing the stick of RAM. So let me get that put in the shopping cart. I'll be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and added that stick of RAM, and I went ahead and put one of these Arctic freezers in there. No point in giving this person a used CPU cooler when they didn't really ask for that. So we're just going to take this one out, clean this up, and when the new one comes in, we will just put some fresh thermal paste on there and, you know, get it fixed. Let's see. Let's close... Oh my gosh. Let's close that, open that, close that. There we go. So this thing is ready for the parts. Now, let's go grab the other one. This one, I think, needed a virus scan. Stickers. Let's see. So this was also diagnosed and fixed. Does this one even power? This thing doesn't even fire up. What is this case? Pretty cool. A pretty cool case. This could be this power supply. Let's get this thing out of here. Let's see. Still have cables. That one. That one. Okay, let's get that off. Pull this power supply out. Let's take a look at this thing first. Let's take a look. What am I looking for? Power supplies. So that is broken, and I do not have another one. So we're definitely going to have to get one of those. I wonder, should we upgrade them maybe? I mean, at least put in maybe a modular power supply. What, they got a 750 watt. What, can we get here? Power supply. Are there any, so that's modular. There's a 750 modular. What was their budget? This is for the other one. Let me close that out. Their budget's $250. So, I mean, we could upgrade to this. Wait a minute. Is the non-modular one more expensive than the modular one? Why is that? Here's the 750 that they have, $145. Here's the 750 I want to put in. It's up $45 less. Does that make any sense? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so we're going to get this modular power supply to put in there. And I don't know if there's anything else wrong with this, to be quite honest. Let's see. What we can do is we can use one of these power supplies. We can quickly just cable this thing up. We can power it on and see if there's anything else wrong with it. It's making some noises. No RAM. Their RAM's broken. Their RAM's broken. So we're going to need a stick of this RAM. So let's, before we even take it out, let's go here. Go to the email. Let's open up their stats. This is the easiest way to grab it. 8 gig, 3600 megahertz. There we go. We'll get a stick of this for them. It's $38. Man, should we get 2 sticks? Should we get them 2 sticks? I think we should get them 2 sticks of RAM. What are we? We're down here. Let's do 2. Very nice. Obviously, the display or the graphics card's working because we got a display. I say we go ahead and take this out. Because that's not their PSU. We're going to get them a new one. Let me go ahead and buy all these parts for same-day delivery. Hopefully, we're not going to need any other parts. Hopefully not. So, let me go grab the parts. And then we'll get back to work on these two. And see if we can get 5 stars from them. Let's work on this one first. Let me get some thermal paste on this 8600K. There we go. And I want to go ahead and get there a new CPU cooler on there. Let's sell off this broken one. We don't need that. Logging up our inventory. There we go. And then I want to get their stick of RAM. We'll get rid of the faulty one. And then I'm going to cable this up. We should be good to power it on. I do want to hop into the BIOS real fast. Make sure we don't need XMP. Does not look like it. Does not look like it. So let's let this thing boot into the operating system, and I think we're going to be good to go. Maybe. There we go. Yeah, it was saying diagnose and fix just because we had not put in the second stick of RAM. So let me get this side panel back on. This PC is nothing to look at. There is a solid side panel there. So yeah, that's about all she wrote on that one. But I think this thing is ready to go out into the delivery area, and then we can get back to work on the other one that hopefully only needed a stick of RAM and a power supply. And then we needed to do a virus scan, I believe, and stickers. Is that right? Got all this stuff opened up. Yeah, bumper stickers, getting weird pop-ups. Smelled like burning. Okay. So, for the power supply, they had this non-modular one from AData. We're going to sell that off. We're going to put in this modular one, and then maybe I have these pink or purple cables. I'm not really sure. Let's see. Are they pink? Nope. Are they purple? Yeah, I think they were the pink ones. Flat ribbon, plain pink. I mean, let's go with that. Sort of looks like the same color for the most part. We're gonna say that's the same color. Yeah, that looks close. Close enough. Close enough. Okay, now probably should have done this before I cabled it up, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's swap out RAM. So here's their broken RAM. Oh yeah, we got them 2 sticks of RAM. I was like, what's going on here? So I did get the right stuff. Great. What? I can't put this back in. Okay. Cannot put this back in because of their CPU cooler, so we'll fix that, hopefully. Hopefully this doesn't break things. Get the 2 sticks of RAM in that I got them. Let's clean up the CPU. We'll get more thermal paste put on here. There we go. Very nice. Okay, install thermal paste. 8700. Good enough. And then their CPU cooler. Okay, good. Good, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Let me figure out how to put this thing back together. That goes there. And this goes here. And I'll unplug that. I can put the PSU shroud on. There. Okay. We'll leave that like that. Let me power it on. Let's make sure it starts up and works. See if we need XMP. We did. We did. So let's let this thing boot up. While it's booting up, I want to go ahead and grab a USB drive. Because they're getting weird pop-ups. Missing cables. Oh. I didn't plug in the CPU cooler. Why didn't you guys say something? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let this boot up. Let's get the virus scanner on here. We'll run a quick virus scan, and then we're going to get to work on building that spares and repairs PC. Because that's going to take a little bit of time. Might be a bit of a longer episode. There we go. 433 infected files. Clean those up. Goodness me. All right. All right. I think we're done with this except for the stickers. So let me get panels put back on. Not a bad looking PC. I don't know why they'd want to put stickers on this nice case. I don't know. I don't know. So, stickers. They said they wanted 6 stickers. Where would I find those? Is it something like in here? Like this? Sick bumper sticker. I think that's what they want. Let's just do 1. I don't know anywhere else. That's going to look not so great on that mesh. That's not even doable. And, well, I don't know why you'd want it on the glass. Maybe we could do a little one. Why on glass? We'd come down here. Could shrink it down some. I do like the red. Probably should have done purple. Oh, I don't think we can change the color. Never mind. Never mind. Just do it right there. Okay. Hopefully that is what they want. Let's go put this out here. We can collect some money. I also want to go ahead and collect, I think, the spares and repairs from the last episode sold. We'll take a look at these possibly. Good, we got in 3 emails. Very nice. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up. 5 stars, very nice. $577 profit, perfect. Okay, what about this one? What about this one? Sick bumper stickers. Okay, I did the right bumper stickers. Smelled like burning. 5 stars. They seem to know what was wrong with my PC, and the sick bumper stickers were a nice touch. $354 profit. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, got some new parts. Let's clear these out. Let's close that, and then we need to hop on the tablet. Close that down. Let's go here to shop sales. So the one from the previous episode did sell. Made a profit of $4,548. That is not bad. That is not bad. Sold it for 8 G's. Sweet. Let's collect that. Let's collect it. So we've got some money back in our pocket. Very nice. Now it is time to work on this. Got a lot of stuff going in here. Got a lot of stuff coming out of here. I'm going to take this entire case apart. Get everything unplugged. Get this out. We are going to have to dust this, I do believe, because it's filthy. Graphics card gone. Get the... open the... There we go. That thing's supposed to squeak like that? It sounds like it needs a little bit of oil. Then we will get this RAM out. We'll hang on to this motherboard. I don't think it's broken. We need to close this so we can take it out. There we go. All right, let's get this thing out of here. Then we will get some compressed air and clean this case up, because it's nasty. It's a nasty one. There we go. Dust has been cleaned. Oh, forgot to get this out. We're not going to be using that. We are not going to be using any drive bays. These can all go. This needs to go. Mesh needs to go. Okay. Okay, we've got a pretty much cleared out case. So let's get started building this sucker. Let's get the motherboard in first. We've got the MSI Creator TRX 40 motherboard. We're putting a nice Ryzen CPU in there. Look at that, that looks great already. Oh, we can go ahead and get that out of the way because we're going to need 3 slots there. Then, while I'm thinking about it, I want to get this case fan, and we've got the Mortoni Heataway RGB 140. We're just going to stick that back here at the back. Very, very nice. Next, I need to get all of these memory clips open. We've got 8 sticks of RAM going in here. I'm also going to go ahead and open up the CPU slot there. Get everything opened up here. We need to pop these open. Get that opened out. That needs to be open. We got all kinds of stuff going in here. Okay, let's start with the CPU. We got the Ryzen Threadripper 3960X SSD 24 core 48 thread one. It's not the biggest or the baddest, but I think it's going to overclock really nice. I think it's going to overclock real nice. Next, we need RAM. And for that, I got 8 sticks of this G.Skill Trident Z Royal Silver 32 gig, 3200 megahertz, 256 gigs of RAM. It's going to be a lot of RAM. Going to be a lot of RAM. But sometimes you need a lot of RAM. It depends on what you're doing. If you're gaming, you probably don't need this much. Yeah, gaming, you know, I mean, 32 gigs is more than enough. 64 is pushing it. So, yeah. Okay, I want to go ahead and get some thermal paste on this monster. Let's do a big ol' X. What? Why does it just disappear down here at the bottom? What's that all about? Okay. 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 Then I need some custom water cooling parts. We're going to use this Ragentech CWB TR4 RBW CPU block, because I think it looks real nice with this RAM. It just seems like it goes there. It just seems like it goes there. Okay, then I want to get some storage in here. Let's go ahead. Oh, PC parts. Storage. We've got the PNY CS3140 M.2 SSD, 4 terabyte. Does 7,500 megabytes per second. I don't know if it's going to do that on this motherboard, because I think that's like PCIe Gen 5 speeds, and this motherboard probably does like Gen 4. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. All right, we need more water cooling parts in here. Let's do some radiators next. We've got 2 of these EK Coolstream SE360 RGB. Oh my gosh. So let's do that. Then I want to rotate it around. I don't want to see the fittings over here. And then we'll go ahead and install that one. And then we're going to come around to back here, because I'm putting in 2 of these. We're going to install this one down here, like so. Wish the fans were facing the other way, but there's not much I can do about that right now. Then I need to put some parts back on this PC because, or on this case, I mean, because I know this beauty panel will not go back on here if I install the reservoir. So we've got the EK 140 Revo D5 RGB, and we're going to install that back here. There we go. There we go. We're getting close. We are getting close. Okay, let's get our mammoth power supply in here. We've got, oh, here we go. Broken. Goodbye. We've got the EVGA Supernova 1600 watt T2. Look at how huge that thing is. It's gonna kind of barely fit here. Like, in real life, you would need to take out these drive bays for this thing to work. But in this game, I don't think we're going to have to. We should be fine. Let me get the PSU mount on. There we go. And then I want to go ahead and get our graphics card in. Let's get rid of that broken one. We've got the Nvidia RTX 4090, the Founders Edition. I think it's going to look nice in this build. Oh, I took out the wrong one. Let's take that out. We'll put the one in up top here in just a moment. Let's get that installed right there. And we'll come down here to removed components. Get a PCI cover and install that. So it looks nice. It's all about it looking nice. That's what it's all about. Okay, so we need to cable and pipe this thing, and then I want to overclock it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to step away. I'm going to get this thing piped because you guys have seen me pipe a bunch of different builds, and you probably don't need to watch me pipe this one, but you'll like to see it when it's all done. So I'm going to get this thing piped, and as soon as it's all piped, I will come right back and show you what the piping looks like. All right, so this thing is all piped up. I used a clear rigid tubing and black angled EK fittings. So hopefully this is going to look pretty nice when it's all said and done. Now I need to cable it up, and then we need to get some coolant in there. So let's cable it. I want to use the custom cables that I made. Let's see, what do we want to use? Maybe the ribbon braided. Yeah. Yep, that's what I want. There we go. Let's get everything cabled up. That. Radiator, front connector. Now we need some coolant. Go over here, coolant. I want white. Opaque. We're not going to do anything too awfully flashy because this is, you know, a creator build. So, I mean, you know, I don't know if you want like RGB strobing craziness in a build that, you know, is probably sitting under your desk that you're not going to look at too often, but you did spend a lot of money on. So you do want it to look nice. While that's running through, I'm going to go ahead and put some of these parts back on. All these drive bays, man. Holy cow. Let me get the dust filter up here on the top. I want to go ahead and get the top panel put on. Go ahead and get the front panel. And I'm going to go ahead and do this side panel. I think we're done over there. I'll leave this one off, though, so we can take a look at what's going on inside. So I'm going to go ahead and power this on, make sure it boots. I'm going to hop into the BIOS. I am not going to turn on XMP because I want to overclock the RAM. I want to overclock the CPU. So I just want to make sure this thing boots into an operating system. And that won't do it because I didn't put in a USB drive. There we go. So we're going to power cycle this. And for overclocking, I'm going to step away because there's a lot of things I want to overclock. But we're going to go ahead and put 3D Mark on here. We're going to put the lighting app on here. I want GPU tuner. I want OCCT. Anything else? Maybe we'll run Cinebench. Maybe the fan control. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. Let me go ahead and hop into fan control. I want to adjust all of these to performance. 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 Come down here. Performance. And the little case fan at the back, we'll set that to performance as well. We'll have everything performance. They're all exhaust fans. So in real life, that would probably not be the best, but we're going to pretend that, you know, air's coming in from the front and going out the back and the top. Let's go ahead and do lighting while we're here. We're going to select all. We're going to do static, and I want white lights. There we go. All white. Very nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to step away. I think I'm going to overclock the CPU and the RAM, and then I'll come back and show you guys maybe like a Cinebench score. And then actually let's run a Cinebench now so we can get a baseline. And then maybe I'll overclock the graphics card, and we'll run, you know, 3D Mark. So we're getting a 16690. That's not too bad, actually. That's not too shabby. So I'm going to step away. I'm going to get the CPU and RAM overclocked, and, well, I'll be back shortly. All right, I have gotten the CPU overclocked. The RAM wouldn't overclock at all. Stepping up from 3200 megahertz to 3600 megahertz caused a crash every single time. So I guess it's just not the best RAM, or maybe it's just because it's running in 4-channel. There's two 4-channel sets of RAM. I don't know. It's pushing something to the max. But this is also not the best CPU, as I've gotten these 3960Xs to overclock up to like 4800 megahertz before, and this one topped out at 4650 megahertz. It's probably not the best sample in the world, but at least it overclocked some. I mean, we got 150 megahertz out of it. It's not terrible, not great, but not terrible. So it did just run an automatic test, and, you know, didn't blue screen or anything. We hit 73.55C on the CPU, and it didn't throttle. So let's run a Cinebench and see if we can make it crash, or at least get a score. So we were at 16690. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it's gone up some. That'd be nice. 17246. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I'll take it. It's something. It's something. So to get a baseline now, let's see with the overclock. I know we didn't run a 3D Mark before I overclocked it, but I mean, it wasn't going to be that impressive. It's probably still not going to be that impressive. I'm going to run a 3D Mark, and then I'm going to overclock the graphics card. As soon as this is done running, I'll come back and show you the score, then I'll step away, overclock it, and we'll run another one. All right, we got a 26604. So I'm going to step away. I'm going to go ahead and overclock this 4090, and then I'll come back and we'll see. Hopefully the score will increase, right? That's what we're hoping for. So let me get this overclocked, and I will be right back. All right. Graphics card is overclocked. It's stable. 200 megahertz over on the core clock from stock, and we did plus 193 megahertz on the memory clock. Oh, and for those of you who thought that the 1600 watt power supply was going to be a way overkill, look at the max power draw. We're at 1322. A 1200 watt power supply would not do that. I mean, we're steadily sitting in the 1200 watt range, and we're spiking up to 13, over 13. So yeah, 1200 watt power supply would not have cut it in here, unfortunately. We'd be crashing just because of not enough power. So it's been running for a couple of minutes. I think we're good. I had it running for a little bit longer before that. This recording's getting really long for me. It's going to be fairly not as long for you guys because I'm cutting out a lot of stuff, but I do want to run another 3D Mark test. So I'm going to get this running, and as soon as it's done, I'll come back and I will show you the score. If it crashes or something, obviously I'll come back and show you that as well, and we'll compare the scores. All right, there you've got it. 27,704. We had a 26,604 before, so we gained 1,100 points. That's not too shabby. That is not too shabby. So I think this thing is pretty much ready to sell, to go list, to go put out in the storefront. Let me get the side panel on it. We're going to take a look at it. I think it turned out really nice. I would put this on my desk. I like the white lights. I like those cables with the gray and white stripe. It's a little hard to tell, but it's there. There's gray and white stripe. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. So, just because I want to get an extra 50 bucks for painting, stickering something, I really don't want to paint this case. I like the way it looks. It looks very businessy, creatory, you know, just something that will sit nicely on your desk while you work in Blender or edit videos or something like that. But we're gonna put this liquid cooled bumper sticker on it, really big, right there. So hopefully we will get some money for that. Okay, we're gonna go list this thing. I keep putting them over there. Let's put this one over here, just for something different. Just for something different. So we haven't named it yet. Customize the case. It's not giving me any money for new cables, but it is giving me money for custom cables. We didn't delid. We did overclock. We did do a custom water loop. We did customize the LED lights, and apparently I have a 5-star bongo rating now. So we're getting $100 for that. Getting $100 for that. So they're suggesting at $14,004 it will sell. I want to name this thing first. That'll add 50 bucks to it. So we're going to name this. We're going to name this Thunderbird. Kolbs in the Discord server suggested this name. I like it. The Thunderbird Creator PC by Kolbs. I like it a lot. If you want to name a PC, you can do so as well. Head over to my Discord server. There's a link down in the description. Once you've joined, go down to the Name a PC channel. You can read the instructions on how to submit there and submit a name, and maybe yours will get used as well. So yes, this is a Thunderbird Creator PC. So we're going to save that. Now we're at $14,079. I'm going to step away and figure out what's going to get us up to a 50% chance of selling, and I'll be right back. Okay. All right. I've done the math this time. I wanted to get this thing right at 50%. So we are going to sell it for $21,118. Gives us a 50% chance of a sale. So, you know, if it doesn't sell in the next episode, that's okay. I'm sure it will sell. So $21,118. Yeah, I'm excited. I think this is this is the most expensive PC I have listed up for sale. So let's sell it. We got Thunderbird for sale. Why is that flickering? We've got Thunderbird for sale at $21,118. That is, look, the whole thing's flickering. Is it because of the fan? Somehow? One of these? I don't know. It's odd. It's odd. I'm sad to see this go because I really like this build. But on the other hand, liquid cooled. But on the other hand, I'm excited to see the money. I'm excited to see the money. All right, this episode has gotten incredibly long for me. I've got tons of editing to do on this one. So we're going to come back here and I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I really do appreciate you. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, a thumbs down if you didn't. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, and ring the bell if you want to be notified as soon as a video goes live. Like I mentioned earlier, I do have a Discord server. If you would like to join it, there is a link down in the description. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next episode.